back to Summit Sunrise here at the whole gang from the Backstage Theater and Chaco, who's very excited that they're here on the set with us this morning. Now, we have some very special guests with us. So this is Dr. Heidi Worth, actually. Dr. Heidi Worth Dickstein. And she is actually the sponsor of the show over the Backstage Theater, Love, Loss, and What I Wore. And then Chris is the artistic director. And Chris, I'm going to start with you and just ask you a little bit about what the show is all about and why you decided that this is something that needed to be presented here in Summit County.
Well, we're happy to bring this to Summit County because it's the regional premiere of this production. It's called Love, Loss, and What I Wore. It's based on a table book that was created by Eileen Beckerman. And then the script was actually developed from that book by Nora and Delia Ephron. And it's a really wonderful treatise on women and clothes and memory and fashion and the connections, the indelible connections that exist between mothers and daughters and all of us, actually. So it's a beautiful production and beautiful potential, great script. And then what the potential was for me that attracted me to the project was that I could cast a lot of people.
Yes, and you did.
Yeah, I did. I have 19 actresses, 18 local actresses, and 1 actress from Denver involved in the production. And every weekend we do a new grouping of 5. And this weekend we have Judy Phelan Hill, who's my Denver actor, back up. This will be the third week she's done the show. Heidi here is going to be doing the track number 1. And then we have Genevieve Price coming back. Genevieve was part of the opening weekend with you. Mm-hmm. And then we have, Leah Arnold is doing track 1, and then Heidi is doing track 3. And then we have Hannah Overton back. She was weekend 2, and she's coming back to do track 4.
Wow. So
that's our grouping for this week.
A really fun collection of stories told by different women from all throughout Summit County. And so now Dr. Heidi here, she is actually the owner of Allure Medical Aesthetics. And so you're the sponsor of the show. What made you decide to be the sponsor of the show?
Well, I always try to sponsor a show a year. I think it's important to support the local arts, and the Backstage Theater always has a really warm place in my heart. But I read it, Chris sent me the script, and it just seemed like a sweet show, and it is. It is full of warmth and comedy, and even though this sounds like, you know, the chick show, mm-hmm. there's something in it for everyone. Mm-hmm. I have friends who are coming, they're bringing their husbands, they're bringing their boyfriends. It's a heartwarming little thing.
I would thoroughly agree with you. I was there to see my coworker, Mary Hoffius, was in last weekend's show, and I went to see it. I was surprised at the number of men in the audience and the number of laughing men in the audience. They thought it was hilarious. I think there's certain things that they were like, when we're talking about like women's purses, they were dying. They were dying. They were like, yep, that's exactly what happened. So,
well, you know why the men are there. I mean, they're scoring important brownie points, but they're also learning about the women that they spend the time with.
Exactly.
So it's an educational service that the Backstage is providing.
You are
to
so wonderful to do that.
Thank you very much. Yes.
Now, how do people get tickets?
Well, the best way to do it is to go online at backstagetheater.org, theater spelled R-E, and that's the least expensive way to do it because it costs you a little bit more to do them, to walk up, which mm-hmm. you can definitely do on the evening of the show. The box office is open about an hour before performance time, or calling 970-453-0199.
And can I just mention, you can also get alcoholic drinks while you're there at the Backstage Theater. Enjoy a little Cosmo or something.
Yeah, we have a Cosmo, a special drink, a Cosmo, a pink Cosmo that's called the Lost Cause.
I love it.
And that's available for purchase. And then on Friday night, we have a special reduced rate for mothers and daughters who come into the show. If you bring your mother or you bring your daughter to the show, the special drink is only $4.
Oh, that's awesome. Now, Heidi, what's your favorite part of the show so far? Is there a certain monologue that you're doing or a certain part of your track that you feel like is just you can totally identify with?
My favorite one is the one about girls getting their first bras, talking about their training bras and their boobs. It's wonderful, and it's funny, and I just enjoy it.
I would have to agree with you on that. It's hilarious, and I think every single one of us completely relates to some portion of that little experience.
Well, if you remember when we did our rehearsal on that Thursday night before the week you played, we just went off and just started to talk about it. Everyone on stage started to talk about their first bra experience.
Right.
And just created their own play.
Completely horrifying. But I think there's so many different women that can identify with the show. It's so much fun. It really is a great time. And of course, don't miss Heidi in the show this weekend. It's the only time you'll get to see her is Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So make sure you get those tickets and come and see the show. It is a blast, and you're going to be so glad that you did. You guys, thanks so much for coming on this morning.
Thank you,
So good to
Ashley.
see you. And we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with more Summit Sunrise. Don't go anywhere.